In the beginning, the average man-child only dreamt that one day, he can enjoy a fresh slice of za with the boys while talking about random topics average human beings may deem deplorable, disgusting, and maybe even downright insulting. Now an average man-child who cannot consume that sweet succulent za brings that dream to life with this meaningless podcast, which showcases how far humanity has fallen. Bless all forms of intelligence.
Hello, welcome back. If you boys and girls are seeing this on Wednesday instead of Saturday, I'm going to try to do double uploads for the week for this podcast now to keep you boys and girls satiated throughout these long weeks of nothingness, because I don't do gaming anymore because gaming sucks. Anyway. Well, I said it.
Shots fired. Making gaming videos these days is fucking pointless.
I mean, you're not wrong, though.
No.
And a pain in the ass.
It is.
And boring as hell.
Yeah. I'm here with Randy Bobandy.
What the fuck? What the fuck? This is all Jacob's fault, and I just got shit everywhere.
And Jagjit as well.
Yep. Back like always. It's 100.
Have you been on all the podcasts since the one I did?
Jagjit?
Not all of them.
There was one with Neil and
besides
Alex
that,
Winkle.
I've been on every one.
You've been on
like 3 or 4, right?
Yeah, like 2 or 3. Yeah, like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh wow. What was the last one that you guys did?
It was me, Jacob, and Jug. Jacob just being a whiny little pussy
Yeah, that
bitch
episode wasn't that good.
Well, it was actually pretty good, but Jacob was on the floor rolling around and stuff.
That's the problem. You can't get Jacob to sit down to this
Well,
shit.
if you were there, it probably would have been a little more stable, but you were obviously on vacation.
I was in
the
Bermuda.
triangle.
The old
I
triangle.
wasn't in the triangle. I
The
was
old
on the
triangle.
point of the
How was your
triangle.
vacation?
It was shitty.
It was shitty?
Fucking horrible.
Bermuda?
Gotta love those horrible vacations.
Gotta love them horrible vacations.
No, it's actually
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
good.
going to Boston next week for colleges and stuff. Boston,
Nah, that's a
Emerson.
shitty vacation.
Well, it's better than being here in the fucking.
For sure.
It's like 100 degrees outside in New Jersey, for Christ's
Which is
sake.
Yeah, that
It
means
is
it
fun.
must be like 150
Yeah.
in Florida.
In Arizona, dude, those people are probably dying. There are
You
people
step
literally
outside,
dying.
you melt. You melt. You
Walk
just
outside,
turn it.
just
You
fucking-
disintegrate.
Is there any place on planet Earth where it gets hot enough for when a human walks outside, they actually just flat up, like within minutes, just start dying from the heat?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in...
so hot.
The White House. Donald Trump has heat rates. If you climb my fence, I will burn you alive.
What about like
fucking like
there has to be some
Africa.
desert or something
Yeah,
where
it's
it gets
like
like
Australia.
120.
There's like
Nevada.
It gets to the point where like
Las
cats
Vegas.
have to like, because it's like all like pumas and shit. They have to like get under trees.
Just to stay out of the sun.
Yeah, during like from like 1:30 to like 3:30. Stay out of.
There
under
was
the
all
trees.
these pictures I saw. I don't know if they're fake. It was someplace that got really hot, and so like trash cans were like melting.
Holy
Jesus
shit! Really?
Christ.
Yeah, it might have been fake though. It's a good chance it was fake.
It's fucking heat, man. Like, well, there's places like in Las Vegas where it's like hot all year round. It's
Yeah.
like standing on
Yeah.
the surface of the sun.
Yeah. You
But-
people like your fucking the soles of your sneakers melt and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like crazy shit that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys gonna live in a hot area?
I
I
have
plan
seen-
on living in New York, so
I'm living up like northeast, maybe like Maine.
Maine is
Fucking
nice.
cold as hell, dude.
Yeah.
But I'd prefer to be cold than hot. That's why I'm
Yeah.
going.
Well, I have some colleges down in Florida. I might have to rethink that.
dude,
with this
Florida
heat.
Global
summers
warming,
are
dude?
brutal.
Global warming now, it's getting hotter and hotter.
Yeah, by
like-
the time I get to college, Florida's gonna be underwater.
Yeah, that's true. So
It's
is
gonna be like
fucking New Jersey,
It's
dude.
gonna be like fucking
No,
Venice
but
down
the
there.
problem with Florida is
Miami's
not
gonna
only
be
does it just
Venice.
get really hot, it's so humid. You
Mm.
add that really hot with the
And
humidity.
the hurricanes, like every fucking
Yeah,
2
dude.
days.
Why the hell are you going there? And the old people everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be
What the-
awful.
I love old people.
What the fuck are you thinking, dude?
Dude, you were just complaining about the old people driving like literally 10
Well,
minutes ago.
that's
Yeah.
well, old people, they're just such a mixed bag. I say that about a lot of things, but it's true because old people can either be like these nice, cheery old ladies, like, "Oh, you sweet young boy," or like they're like, I'm serious, but like,
Okay.
or like this crotchety old man child.
But the problem is, they all drive slow. It doesn't matter how fucking.
That is so true.
And
The
they all
personality
hate-
doesn't matter. They all drive fucking slow as shit.
And they all hate minorities. Confirmed here.
They do, dude. They like-
Hashtag All minorities are hated by.
Old people.
By old people.
What about old minorities?
They
Do
just
they hate
us.
They hate all white
everyone.
people.
Oh,
They hate
okay.
white people.
Oh
Have you ever-
yeah, that's true.
Uncle Drew, dude, he's always saying, damn white people. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah, you really shouldn't live in Florida. That's a shitty move, dude.
yeah.
You're gonna die of heat stroke or alligators
Or
old people.
alligators drowning. It could be any
Hurricane,
one of those.
Like
yeah.
literally every year, those people build their houses. They get destroyed in the summer. They build them again.
Yeah.
Next summer they get destroyed.
The
It's
amount
like-
of money you need to live there.
I mean, hopefully I'm gonna be making some good films. So,
Oh, that's right. You're doing film and stuff.
yeah.
But Florida isn't. Is Florida like a good place for film? If
Yeah.
anything, you'd want to
Yeah.
go to like
oh
LA
yeah. Why
or
don't
New
you move
York.
to like California, dude?
California, it's just so saturated with all those kinds of people.
Well, that's where
I
you have
know,
to
but
go
that's
if you
where
wanna
you're gonna.
succeed.
You're gonna
Yeah,
have to deal
I'm
with
gonna
that.
end up there regardless. But starting out, I don't want to end up in California because you hear these horror stories about people going out to California to make their big break. They're either homeless or they're just barely making it by.
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Is that?
I mean, you're right. But
Whatchamacallit?
oh shit,
LA that has like the amount of homeless people.
oh
there
my
right
god,
now.
Yeah.
LA, I've heard it's crazy with
it's
the homeless
awful.
people. Yeah. And plus, like, it's really expensive to live out there. Almost
Yeah,
expensive
that's
as New York
Mm.
to live.
Although Southern California, like the weather is really nice though.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's like nice. Oh well, not southwestern. Then you're fucked again.
Yeah,
very
but what about
desert.
that rock movie where the
Beast.
entire thing just goes into the ocean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you got the earthquakes.
that
you
fucking
got-
earthquake, dude. Yeah.
There's like no good place to live in America. You got in the south, you got the hurricanes. In the Midwest, and the west, you got fucking tornado alley, and then you got earthquakes.
I mean, to
Northeast
be
is
honest-
the brutal winters.
New Jersey's like decent when it comes to natural disasters.
It's
and
almost
stuff.
perfect.
When it comes to like
It's
Natural
just
disasters.
everything.
Destroyed.
Everything is too extreme, so it's
Yeah.
always either really, really cold
a really
or really, really hot. And
Yeah.
spring is the same. Like it
You
always
got-
gets
Then you got
really
the
hot.
income tax at 40% income
Yeah,
tax will
that
eat you
too,
alive.
yeah.
If the
if the
hurricane
natural
doesn't kill-
disasters
yeah.
don't get
Yeah.
you the fucking
It's the
taxes.
fucking
as well.
taxes, or the fucking potholes. You'll end up busting a tire and flipping.
I hit
down,
one
like,
of those the
I-95
other
or
day. I
something.
hit one of those the other day. I was going like 45 on a 50.
I know.
I was driving safe, but then like I just I
Yeah,
thought I
you're driving.
popped
You
it.
think
I
that your
popped the
car
tire.
just like broke, dude.
Yeah.
Like, this thing can't be drivable anymore.
Exactly.
I thought Batman just shot out
One
a
day
tire
you're just
or
gonna
something.
hit one of them
Jesus.
like really nasty ones at a really high speed and just flip.
Yeah.
Just skid out. You'll crash, kill a family of 4.
Yeah,
Jesus.
dude.
We have like
Crazy.
that's fucking dark. we
It
have
happens.
like the government's making all this money from our taxes and they can't fucking
They just
fix our roads.
I know.
they just spend it all on the military.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, New
crazy
Jersey
because
military,
we have the New Jersey militia, the Minutemen.
Hey, that was the thing, man.
Jesus Christ. we have
bowling, dude.
we have empty bottles of apple
Oh.
juice. Jacob from like last week. Jacob brought like
Was that Jacob's
Yeah.
apple juice?
Jacob brought like 6 bottles of apple juice down here.
Is it yours?
He drank 3 of them, deep throated one of them. So I mean, you're touching one of.
Yeah, one of those is definitely no. He said he drank the deep throated ones, but those bottles, those empty ones.
You're gonna get mono now, dude.
I need like one more.
I saw Jacob the other day coming home from Crystal Springs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, his mom was driving. He was sitting in the front seat with his Blue Eats.
Okay, see, here's the thing about Jacob. Jacob has like all this shit going on in his life. Like he's got an Eagle Scout project. He's got like incoming girlfriend or something. I don't know what's going on with that.
Ooh.
But he has like all this shit that's happening in his life. But you hang out with him. He doesn't talk about any of it. Like
I know.
he just makes strange noises.
I didn't even know he was fucking being an Eagle Scout, dude. I had no
Yeah,
idea.
exactly. That's what like we were. Who were we?
Oh,
We
do
were
you
talking
want
to
to
someone.
put him on the Skype call? He wanted to be
Oh
put
yeah,
on
you
Skype.
should.
Yeah.
We were talking to someone on Xbox, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I saw Jacob at the hardware store the other day. He was getting stuff for his Eagle Scout project." We're like, he never like I wouldn't
Like,
know
what the
because he
fuck?
never tells us.
Yeah,
this
No,
stuff.
the only thing he talks about with us is fucking anime.
Anime.
We don't even want to know about that.
We had an entire podcast dedicated to anime. I
And
can't
like
anymore.
when he's around his parents, he gets so pissed.
Oh my
at
god.
them.
Dude, him around his parents, dude. Oh, my god.
Did we tell G about the time
Another
where he
person.
dropped his dog?
When we walked
It was when we were filming Soy Boys. It was when we were filming Soy Boys. It was the part where we were gonna bring the slice of soy pizza to his house. Jacob had his dog with him. He had his Beats half on. He was holding his phone in the other hand. And he opened up the door, and he was like, "What are you guys doing here?" And the dog's like squirming, and Jacob's like, "Whoa!" And then he flies out of his arms.
And the dog's so small, so it's like
The dog
falling off the skyscraper.
the dog falls, lands right on its back.
Oh, God.
And it scurries away. And Jacob's like, "What are you doing?" And then Jacob's mom's like, "Jacob, what's going on down there?" And I'm like, "It's fine, Mom. I got the dog. The dog fell or something." And she's like, "How did it fall?" And he's like, "I don't know." I don't know. The problem is I'm like the same way sometimes with my family. I'm kind of like the awkward, like I'm like.
Yeah,
I
that's
get
exactly
pissy.
me too.
He'll be like so like.
I'm like the edgy team. Like, Mom, stop.
Yeah, I know. He'll be so kind of mellow and like kind of like happy-go-lucky with us, and then like he'll be at his house and his mom will be like, "Oh right, in a minute." I'm like, "Jacob, this is not what you're like at all."
I don't scream though. I only scream because sometimes I can't hear them because I have my beats on.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, all right, I guess I'll be coming down soon.
Like Jacob has good parents, and I know he loves his parents, but at the same time, I feel like he hates them.
Yeah,
Steve.
Yeah, no,
He's
definitely.
like that
for sure.
edgy teen that doesn't want to.
His
be with
mom,
his parents.
him and his mom are two completely different people.
Oh yeah,
They're so polar opposites.
his dad is similar to him.
Yeah, his dad is similar to him. He gets a lot of his like traits from
Steve.
his dad. But
Yeah,
I love Steve.
Steve.
Steve is
But,
a living legend.
Let's end this Jacob Velastro
Rant.
segment of the podcast.
Jacob,
He's
we
a real
love you.
character. We love you,
you,
buddy.
but you're
Well, do you guys have Skype?
some
We could
screws,
Skype
so
him.
it's
He
fine.
wants to be on the Skype
Yeah,
call. Do you want?
Skype
do you have
Skype him.
I don't
I
have
don't
Skype.
You don't.
Why do we have to Skype him? Just call him on his phone.
Yeah, just call him on his
No,
phone.
well, 'cause-
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah.
Why does he have to be in Skype? Oh, yeah.
Because nobody's gonna see it anyway.
It's an audio podcast.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what he's saying about this Skype shit. But yeah,
Yeah. What
Well,
about-
I think the reason it. Well, no, it won't matter.
where is he? Let me find him.
Yeah. So I wonder if Jacob actually is ever gonna get that girlfriend of his.
I told him, dude. I told him for the last time. I saw the posters of Amy Rose from Sonic in his room, and I was like, dude, don't you get any ideas? All right, she's a fictional character. She's not real, Jacob. I told you for the last time. She's not real. She's fake. She's a fake person. She's not even a real person. She's a fucking hedgehog.
I have some information, but I can't say anything.
Can one of you call him? Because I'm
the
afraid.
podcast is going on.
No, I just
Can't say it in
I
general?
I can't say in general.
Oh, is Jacob revealing secrets?
He is. He may be. Yeah, possibly.
You opened your.
Gotta love that, right?
What?
It was
He just
the Tim
opened his
photo.
phone and.
Oh
it
my
was the
god,
Tim
Tim.
photo.
Oh, I gotta tell the Tim story.
No, they definitely know it, right?
No, they don't.
You didn't tell
The
them?
viewers don't know.
The viewers don't know.
The viewers
Alright,
don't
go
know.
on.
Well, because last week I said some behind the scenes shenanigans. We have the podcast ready for you boys and girls on Saturday. Here's the thing. We invited this maniac, this freak of nature.
No, he's a maniac.
I love him. Though.
He's
a
our
good
maniac.
guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Tim.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
We'll
he's a
go
good
with
guy.
that.
He's
Me and Jug, we wanted to do the podcast, so we invited our good friend Nathan to come, and we also invited this guy named Tim. He's a good friend of ours as well.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a little crazy sometimes.
Some screws are definitely loose.
So
up there.
basically,
Oh,
we
yeah,
pick
for
him up. He has this little toy grenade in his car. In my car, I'm driving him home. He's like, he's like, I'll light it, I'll do it, and then it's like, we're all laughing it off, like, because it's a toy.
Toy grenade.
We didn't think there was. I knew there was a pin, but I didn't think
Oh, you're
you could
actually
pull a
Skyping.
pin.
Yeah.
He still has that fucking weird Asian dude
Yeah,
as
dude.
his.
Yeah,
Because
anyway,
he never uses Skype.
I know.
Anyway, I pull into my driveway. I didn't even park my fucking car, and he throws himself out. And he lights it's a fucking road flare, a smoke flare he brought to my house. He lit it, spiked it. It bounced off my lawn, went into the fucking driveway. And I was like, dude, what are you doing, dude? I was like screaming at him, like, it's a flare, dude. It's funny. It's funny. I mean, it was pretty funny. I laughed at it. It was because of how obscure it was. Anyway, I told him, I was like, okay, all right, Tim, it's all right. Just dispose of it properly in the blue bin. Right. And he did.
I tried.
He put it
didn't
in
pick
a
up,
different bin. He put it in first of all, he put it in a different bin than I told him to. A bin full of garbage that could easily be lit by shit. But at the time, I didn't know that it could light because he had the thing in his mouth. So I thought.
Well,
like,
I mean,
if
it is
was,
a flare, but
it is a flare. But then again, like if it was burning
wouldn't
hot,
melt,
he would have scorched his tongue.
Well, I think the way he put it in.
Because he's Tim.
He's fucking. Why would he
He's
put it in his
Tim.
mouth, dude? But I think the thing is that he put it in a way so that with the hole where the smoke was coming
What, he's
out.
practicing this shtick for when he got to my house?
Well, he put it in the trash so that the part where the smoke was coming out, that tip was like
hitting the
yeah, it was like hitting the garbage. That's why it all melted. Because the one side that he put in his mouth from was the non-lit part. Yeah.
Yeah, but unbeknownst to funny boy Tim, my garage is open this entire time, so all the fumes...
No, I think he fucking knew it. I just think he didn't care.
The fumes just went right into my garage. He had the plastic bit, too, where the flare, like, was initially in. He brought it in my house for some fuck-odd reason. And the smell just wafted throughout my entire house. And the funny part, he left it down here. He left it down here. Yeah, I came back down, and I was like... Why is it still here? I had to go and throw it out. Anyway, we were filming the podcast. We had like a good 25 minutes of it, and my mom was texting me, "Come up now," because this whole time Tim was screaming down here, screaming his head off. I thought it's like, oh
yeah, he was before when she came home. He just did he was just like, yeah, so we're making the movie and it's gonna be cool, and then he did a male
death scream.
Yeah,
a male death scream. Screaming his head off.
He just wanted to show us what that would be like. Cause why not? You know, we all want to know. What
and I thought that's what my mom was texting me about.
Yeah, so we were like,
"Come up now. What was going on there? Come up now." And I was like, "Okay." And then she was like,
"What's that smell?
Why does it smell like fire in my house?" And I was like, "Oh no, oh no, Tim! I told you to get rid of that." And then I go outside the whole garage. It smells like he actually like. It smells like he lit it in my garage, basically. That's how bad it smelled. It smelled awful.
Did you guys actually do the whole podcast with him?
We did 20 minutes.
No, we did 25 minutes.
That's all you ever got.
And then my mom kicked all of everyone out. Justifiably, because, you know.
You fucking...
He could have burnt my house down. But anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting story. Is that podcast going to be up out of curiosity at all?
I mean, it should be. It's gold. It's really
good.
Gold podcast material.
See, that's the thing about Tim. Tim can just talk, and
he's a comedic genius.
That's why it's so good.
He is a comedic genius.
But he's also
a little crazy. He's
a maniac. He's a psycho-terrorist.
He's a fucking maniac.
Like,
dude,
if we could take Tim into a solid steel room where he can't destroy anything, put a microphone there, and then just let him talk, there we go.
That's a podcast in and of itself. We don't even have to talk. We just let Tim talk all the time.
Alright, Tim, go! And then for an hour.
Fucking go, Tim.
The reason, like, I hang out with Tim a lot because, like, he's into the stuff that I'm into. He's into all that film stuff. He's really.
Tim
good.
is actually pretty good with that stuff.
He is really good with it. So is Abir. Abir's really good with editing.
Too, but they're both weird as shit. That's the only problem.
Well, sometimes you need that weird.
You need it.
No, and that's what I love about them. But it can get out of hand at times. That's the only problem.
All I'm saying is, well, Abir still has to come on the pod. I want to do a presidential podcast with him. Because now that
he wants to discuss,
he wants his inaugural, because now he's the president of the high school.
Too, similar to Tim, is he can also just talk. Doesn't matter what he's talking
about.
He can just
talking. Abir.
Well, and especially because this whole shit has happened now, where he's now president of our school. If you didn't know.
Yeah, he's president. He's a student body president of the senior class.
Of the senior class, not the school. Yeah, but he's giving our commencement speech at graduation.
He ran as a fucking joke.
He's planning prom.
No, he did. Well,
he said he ran as a joke.
Yeah, he said he ran as a joke.
But he wanted,
and he kind of wanted to. He started taking it seriously and stuff. He never thought he'd actually win.
No, he never thought he'd win. Right. And it was so apparent that he didn't think he was gonna win when I went up to him and I was like, so dude, like, what are you gonna do? And he's like, I have
well, because he has
idea.
his whole.
He just said, I don't know. I have no fucking idea what I'm gonna do now.
Well, because he has his whole fucking entourage of people who are just like, vote Tim, and vote Tim and Abir, vote Abir, vote Abir, make the walls appear.
No, it's kind of crazy because I thought it was only like just like our friend group voting for him, right? No, it turns out like a lot of fucking people voted for Abir.
Yeah.
Like that don't even know him that well.
Either as a joke or to be honest, his speech was really good.
It was a great speech.
This was the best speech.
Yeah, it was the best speech for sure. I mean, the rapping, the fucking like he got deep for a second there.
Yeah.
He fucking rapped.
Like that was the thing that was crazy.
I should have uploaded the speech. Fuck me! I should have done that.
Abir's speech had the perfect combination of like.
I just do it now. I mean, I think
no,
Nick
I can't.
has a copy.
Oh, Nick Papasso?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, because it was a link on the iPad.
So. If anything, he Abir has it.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, his speech had the perfect combination of like funniness and like sincerity.
Sincerity. Because he even though this was all a joke, he knew that if he was gonna win, he would have to actually do shit, and I think he is gonna do shit.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, I think he will.
I was texting him like the day after because he said like
Yeah.
on his Snapchat, if you have any ideas, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, he put that on his Snapchat
So
story.
I was like texting him and stuff, and he's like, "Oh no, I actually have like ideas, like, and I'm not just gonna do nothing. Like, I'm gonna do something with this." So I'm like, "Okay." We were bouncing back.
I'm kind of upset that
Yeah,
Monroe's best and brightest didn't make it in either his committee. Yeah, it was a beer for president, Tim for vice president, Travis was gonna run for treasurer, and I think it was either gonna be Phil or CJ who ran.
But
for
they both
secretary.
dropped out, right?
Both of them dropped out. I don't think Tim
Who was
won.
VP?
Tim didn't win.
Tim didn't
Tim
win.
didn't win.
No, I think Hibba's VP or is Hibba
No,
treasurer?
Hibba ran for. She ran for treasurer, I think. No,
Yeah, isn't treasurer? I think.
no, she ran for
I don't
secretary.
remember.
She did secretary, I think. Jared.
Oh yeah, Jared won treasurer.
Faux Games!
Oh, he did?
Shout out
Yeah.
to Faux Games! Go subscribe to Faux Games for some hot diss tracks.
And Madden gameplay and
Hell
shit.
yeah.
If you got Tim, Jared, and Abir all in office, that would have been the perfect trio.
Because it's kind of like a tribal Abir and Tim were telling me about. It's kind of like a tribal thing. It's like a survivor thing. Where like,
Oh, yeah.
it's a committee where like, it's a majority vote
It
for
is.
things.
Right. Oh
And
yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
exactly.
If
That's
they
what
were
it would be.
all in
Yeah.
office, all their ideas, or a majority of them, which the school would be allowed
Approve
to
of,
happen, would be
yeah.
approved.
Fox News, CNN, you don't know what you're talking about. It's all about this high school
Yeah,
politics.
yeah, dude.
These high school politics are what's
It's so
keeping
funny
these kids
'cause
afloat.
I'm taking this way like more seriously than it should be.
I know he's
like,
not going to do shit. I know it's not going to happen.
I
because
think you will.
Because
Or,
the-
at least a little bit. I told him after the
the
day
committee
after.
is a mouthpiece for the school.
That's the
basically.
problem.
That's
yeah.
that's a problem.
Like they actually, as much as he has this title president, the amount of power he actually has to do.
Yeah, it's
things
very
is
minimal.
So limited.
I think he just presents ideas for what the student body wants. He doesn't
Yeah.
actually have any power to change
Prom.
anything, really.
Egg themed prom.
Yeah, like-
oh
like
my
prom,
god,
dude.
it was a big prom egg theme. And he wanted to make a Minecraft themed at first.
Yeah,
that was
but-
one idea.
They ditched that. Now they're going with that egg prom.
prom.
But there's no way that's happening. Miss Grimaldi's
That's
not
what I'm
gonna.
gonna say. I'm like, someone wouldn't let that
Yeah.
happen, right?
For sure.
Egg themed prom, dude.
I mean, because they're basically allowed to choose what prom is, like the theme of it, as so long as it's appropriate or whatever.
I feel like
Egg themed is appropriate, but it's just fucking weird as shit. Like you
I
can't
feel
do
like
that.
they'll think of Abir's gonna think of something that when he presents it looks like something normal and it'll get approved, but it has something behind it that's
Yeah,
gonna be weird as
for
shit.
sure. Yeah.
right.
I'm.
It's gonna be a
everyone's
great
like,
school year
All the
next year, I
people
can just
I
say.
know. I'm actually kind
I'm-
of excited.
yeah,
I'm
for
kind of
this
excited
year.
too. Yeah.
Like we don't have to do that. Well, you're.
I have to do
Italian.
Yeah.
No, I
well,
have 3 APs next year.
What?
Micro, macro, and either Italian or
John, don't
environmental
do
science.
this to yourself.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't.
Micro is not hard, especially.
Well,
because
yeah,
it's
I've heard
free,
micro
but
is pretty easy.
Macro is tough, but
Yeah.
that's okay. I can still do it.
I actually have AP Micro as one of my backups. I'm really praying that I don't need to get into that. But the only AP class I'm taking is environmental science.
I'm
But
not taking
thinking-
any AP
Are you
classes
guys?
next year.
Wait, did you take pre-calc this year or algebra?
Algebra.
Okay, are you taking honors pre-calc next year?
No.
Are you taking honors?
No way. I could barely.
I hear it's like such a horrible class, and I'm really afraid.
Why
Why
would
are
you
you
take
taking it?
honors
Don't take
math?
it.
Don't take honors
Oh,
math.
okay.
Gotcha.
It's insane.
Yeah, honest pre-calc I heard is awful.
Yeah, so
Math
that's-
teachers are
that's
just
gonna be
trying
my pain in
to.
the
They're
ass
just
class.
trying to like make their buck off of the SAT shit. Like especially with like algebra 2. They're
I'm so
like,
happy
oh,
we're done with
this is all this
I'm
this
not done. I have to
this
take
this
one in
this and
August.
that is all on SATs. I'm taking it in August too, but I mean, I want to get it to at least a 1350. My goal, my reach goal is a 1400. Now that the tutors, I have a tutor now.
What'd you get on your last one?
1240.
I got 1330, and that's good enough for me. I'm done. I don't want to do shit.
No, you should take it again.
Well,
I know,
I
it
mean,
sucks. I'm dreading it too.
He
because
doesn't
it's
have
right
to
at
take it
the-
again. He doesn't. Well, I mean,
No, I got it.
The
I got
school that I
1320.
I want to go to Lehigh, and as long
Oh.
as you have a 1300
Where
or
is
above,
that?
you're good.
Where,
Okay, yeah,
Where
that's-
is it? Is that in Jersey?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, then you're probably fine. I guess
Near
you're
Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
I'm trying to get
Not
into.
Fullerton,
Well, like
Pennsylvania.
I hope it's not gonna happen. Probably.
I
but-
think I don't even know if I'm gonna get in school though. Like as much as I met their SAT requirements, I don't know if I met all the other
Oh
requirements.
yeah.
Yeah, there's so much. Like, I hate how so many people are brainwashed by the system, the college system. Like,
I know.
I gotta do this, like 25 things. I mean, like, you're gonna study for the SAT. Obviously, you're gonna do the SAT.
Yeah.
Maybe even the ACT. You're gonna take your honors courses, maybe a couple of AP in there. But that's you don't even have to. That's it.
Yeah.
The problem is like, well, with colleges now, they look for interesting they don't look for kids who are just like, oh, he's got all straight A's and all that. They obviously they look for kids with good grades, but they want more.
I mean, yeah, that's their main requirement.
They want something more than that. They want somebody interesting, somebody. Especially if you're going into a program like I want to go into film, you got to be interesting. You got to be creative. You got to do all that stuff. Like I looked at the college prompts. They are so like they're so outside of the box, and they want an outside of the box answer. Not like the answer to prompt number 2 is this, and then you just list it in like this really.
No,
like,
you need some storytelling,
you need
wizardry
some,
bullshit,
like,
dude. It's
you
crazy.
need some pizzazz.
Would you guys know? Well, you know what you're doing as a career. Do you know what you're doing as a career?
Yeah, business.
See, like, okay, so here's my thing, right? I'm going to school for architecture, but in reality, that's more of a fallback because I'm actually gonna I'm not gonna go to school for music, but I'm gonna pursue it like throughout that whole time. And if it never goes anywhere, then I went to school for architecture. So
little drummer boy.
Hey, that's what I want to do, but I'm smart enough to realize chances are.
It's gonna be tough. I mean,
well,
it's always
possible,
it's always good to try, of course.
Exactly.
It's a lot easier now as opposed to like back in like the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I think I don't know if it's easier now. I think
it's easier to get your name out there, but it's not
easier to get your name out there. Here's the thing, right?
Not easy
with the
enough
internet,
to make money.
It's so much harder to make money because
Yeah.
majority of the like money that musicians made back in the day was selling their records and shit. But now everyone just downloads everything on the internet.
Yeah,
So
and Spotify.
Well, I think it's still hard. It's still as hard as it was back then. I think it's just the challenge the challenge that you face are different. Because I mean, back then it was like you just put you give your record to the record company, and then they distribute however they can through like.
And I hear that bands used to get ripped off by record companies all the time.
Yeah, I mean it still happens now.
Well, bands right now are getting ripped off by like Spotify.
Yeah, like Spotify and shit like that.
Well, now bands make the chunk of their profits from touring.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's how people are making most of their money.
Yeah,
bands.
That's why you see all like these big like 70s and 80s bands coming out of the rafters. Like, I saw Whitesnake the other day. Oh my, he looks like Caitlyn Jenner straight up. He actually does. I'm not even saying that. He looks like an old woman. That's I'm serious.
But those guys didn't those guys make their money back already? Like, why do they need a tour?
Well, because they bank on the nostalgia.
Oh, okay.
And because they have like an audience of like diehard like 40 and 50-year-olds who are like, let's go see Whitesnake again. Like literally,
like we did 30 years ago.
Foreigner and Whitesnake were playing the other day. I went to go see them, and basically there was actually a fucking joke. And during the Foreigner concert, he was like, "How many guys are over 40?" And everyone's like, "Yeah!" Everyone was screaming. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's how rappers do it now too. It's not like because it used to be like, well, SoundCloud doesn't pay that much. Like this is gonna be like kind of a me, but SoundCloud doesn't pay that much, and everyone releases their shit on streaming or at SoundCloud. Those don't make you a lot of money because
they just get your name out there. That's
right.
The thing.
Yeah,
and then you have to find a way to make profit.
You gotta get an agent and then tour and do all that shit. That's exactly how it is in the music industry now.
Right.
I mean, it's different. It's changed.
It's the same with YouTube too.
Yeah,
YouTube. You see those big YouTube guys, but most of them are already established. They were like on YouTube for like
at least 4 or
5 years. And also they changed the format. There used to be this big portion of YouTube dedicated to animation. Like you see like
it's all gone now.
Psychic Pebbles, Chris O'Neill, Oni cartoons.
I barely ever go on YouTube these days, so like what's dominating YouTube right now? I actually don't know.
Movie trailers, a lot of movie trailers that are basically just copy and paste repeated throughout.
Yeah, movie trailers. The shit that
How
they
are you
do
like?
so
What are the big
annoying.
YouTubers right now? Like what is
still
their content?
Pewds is still doing pretty well.
PewDiePie is doing like even better now. It's kind of crazy. He's like
Why did
making
he make a comeback?
Cause like he used to just make gaming videos. Now he does like a bunch of other shit.
I love memes. You just see that one.
It's good
memes,
shit
dude.
now. Like I can't even lie. Some of the shit is pretty fun. Like it's good content.
I haven't like watched any YouTubers anymore.
Let's plays. They are everywhere.
Really?
There's so many Let's Play. Like people like I did this thing on Twitter for these guys. They're called 90 Plays. They wanted to do this Let's Play thing. I did an intro for them. They released 2 videos like 3 months ago. I don't know what happened to them. They just vanished.
Wow.
But it's because it's so hard because like
for sure.
You see the guys like Game Grumps and like Oni Plays and Super Best Friends Play and all that shit.
I think it's just because they have enough time to do that.
They have enough time because they're grown adults. Plus they've started like Game Grumps. They started way back in like 2012.
Yeah.
That's like they really like started that shit. with like JonTron and all that. That's another John. Where the fuck did JonTron go? He's gone.
JonTron's gone.
JonTron's gone.
Yeah. H3 doesn't post any much.
He does the podcast now.
Yeah.
He does the H3 podcast. He doesn't do
iDubbbz. When was the last time iDubbbz posted?
iDubbbz still posts, but like
occasionally.
he's one of like a lot of what he had earlier was with the other group of fucking edgy.
Yeah,
Filthy
Max
Frank.
Mofo.
Filthy
Filthy
Frank, Max
Frank.
Mofo. Like, when was the last time Max Mofo posted?
Oh, Filthy Frank is
Filthy
done.
Frank
Filthy Frank's
doesn't-
officially done.
He's done.
Yeah, he's
now
definitely
Joji.
Yeah.
He's doing some
He's
music.
doing music now.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
if
makes
He's
good
actually
music,
pretty good.
though.
Yeah, he's really good.
He makes good
Joji's doing
music.
pretty well.
I haven't
Yeah.
listened to any of this stuff. But
And it's not the meanie pink guy stuff. It's like
No, it's
the-
good shit.
the
Like,
yeah,
good
I know.
shit.
Like,
he's
because that's what he
yeah.
wants to do. That's
It's
what- yeah.
that's his passion now.
It's
And
great.
I mean, I respect that if that's what he wants to do.
It's
let him
good.
go.
I mean, I like his music. I mean, I don't like personally listen to it, but it's good shit. Like what he's doing
What
is
you've
good.
heard.
Yeah, look, if I was shoved into the same situation, like I was forced to make like this cringy meme shit.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
like a
wanna
bunch of
make.
fucking like
Yeah.
edgy fanboys.
Like something
yeah.
from my past that I made, like a joke from my past. Like, oh dude, look at this joke, it's really funny. Like, do another one. I was like, what? Okay, and then I just bank off that. But then
like
it's
so,
just not
like
fun.
like sometimes I'll still go back and watch it because it's like funny.
Yeah.
But
It
I
was
mean,
good shit. He made funny stuff.
Yeah, but like I think what he's doing now is like it's probably better for him.
Mhm.
I would say.
Well, he also had some like physical problems.
Yeah.
Like when he would get too excited in his videos and stuff, or like whatever he was doing, he could have seizures.
Jesus.
So that was like something
didn't know
else that was a problem.
Yeah, that's kind of why you quit.
Oh, and
Yeah.
did you hear about Elsagate? Did you know? Oh my God.
Do you know what Elsagate is?
Oh, he has no idea.
I don't follow up on any of that stuff.
Holy shit. Basically.
Speaking of Elsagate, I want to get it. See, last night we'll talk about Elsagate right now,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was last night like every
insane.
night. I was on Reddit till like 3:30 in the fucking morning, looking at like one was like rabbit holes that like craziest rabbit holes that are like on like that have been
Yeah.
like sparked to Reddit and shit, and then also just like shit that's happened on Reddit, like crazy shit. Like there's a list that I can go through that I have like on Reddit.
Well,
it's fucking insane shit that has happened.
Let's talk
Like
about
fucking
Elsagate
crazy.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
what
like-
is this?
Yeah.
The thumbnail is literally a bright yellow thumbnail, or bright green thumbnail, or a bright blue thumbnail, and they have Spider-Man, they have Peppa Pig, they have Elsa, they have all these kids characters in it, right? But they put these subliminal messages. They're not even that subliminal. It's pretty obvious. Like you saw that there's a picture, Spider-Man cradling like sitting over Elsa and shit. They have like these fetish things in it. They have like
Yeah.
oh, Spider-Man picks floss from Elsa's feet or something like that. It's insane. And they've if you watch the H3 video, he digged it even deeper where there's subliminal messages in this shit that leads to child trafficking. Like to attempts at child trafficking.
Essentially
What the
they find these weird fucking comments, right? There's these weird comments. A lot of them are like in Russian, or a lot of them are just coded. And what they found was like some of the shit is like I don't know the exact example, like, but like it goes something like
Bring
like
them, bring the pool, bring the
bring the
pool for the kids.
Yeah, bring the bathtub or some shit like
Bring some
the
ice cream.
Yeah, like weird shit like that
yeah,
they'll decode.
some code shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the scary thing is, like, you could clearly tell that they're copying, that they're part of like some organization or something like that, because the thumbnails for the different channels, they look exactly the same. They have the same layout. Like sometimes,
Yeah, so-
there was this one thing: Mickey Mouse drinks piss
Yeah.
from Minnie Mouse or something. Like it's a kid's video, but it's literally like the same thing. There's a wall, and there's a wall, Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse, Minnie Mouse, wall, Mickey Mouse, Minnie, different channels. But it's the same picture, but it has different backgrounds, different like green,
Yeah, different
yellow,
colors, and
What
then
the
maybe the Mickey and the Minnie look a little bit different, but like that's about it.
This is just the creepiest shit on YouTube.
That
like,
is the creepiest shit.
It's a rabbit hole because once you, I didn't tell you this, John. My cousin was watching one of those. Videos.
How
and it
old's your
scared the
cousin?
shit out of me. At the time, he was like 4. At the time he was like 4.
Oh my
And he was
God.
watching one of the videos, and it was like this one with like the Joker or something, and he was shooting
Yeah.
off a toy gun, and there were like kids running around. And I ran to my cousin because the kid was watching it. He was my second cousin.
What the fuck? Like what the fuck?
And wait, why isn't
It's-
YouTube doing shit about it?
Because it's kids.
No. Well, yeah. So YouTube
But
gets
still, that
YouTube has
thumbnail,
a,
dude's kind of
yeah. Like this
I
is
think
like
they-
what the fuck? Like what the fuck?
I think they've cracked down on it somewhat.
Well, so,
And since when does 1 + 1 = 4?
yeah, you're asking the right questions here.
Yeah,
when?
the big
Since
YouTube
when?
CEO, we gotta take this video down. It's putting
So
false
so
math
what
into
happened
their heads.
was so YouTube has a platform called YouTube Kids, and YouTube Kids.
They make a shitload of money off their kids. They make a shitload of money off kids. That's why.
Well, basically, they have all the kids videos up on there. So like like the fucking Cadbury egg fucking videos, the openings and shit like that. That's all.
Surprise
egg.
Those are every single one of those videos are on that platform. And then
poor children.
Like the fucking like Elmo and just like actual educational shit that kids watch, like kid shit. And then like so what the fucking videos are doing, which like these channels are doing, is they find a way to make the algorithm think they're normal videos, and then they present them in the recommended. They're presented in the recommended feeds of like the kids who are just watching like normal shit.
On the surface, it's like this innocent like little kids thing, and the subtext is, oh, this guy's eating shit.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
like eating
shit.
Spider-Man eating poo or some shit like that.
Farting
it's kind of funny,
Joker's
but it's
cock
just weird. Like why?
Why? Yeah, seriously, why? That is the question that I want answered.
You said no, but there's fetish shit on YouTube all over the fucking place.
See like this shit, right? Just random fucking like those are coordinates probably or something, right?
Yeah,
just
they do look
in the comments. So cool.
There's always been this fetish shit on YouTube as well. It's not like this Elsagate and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Because you see these videos of like
why? Yeah,
what
exactly.
is that?
So,
Okay, that scares me.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Because and then people decode this shit and it's like fucked up, like really fucked up shit.
Yeah, it's insane.
Let me try and find.
Are people doing? Okay, here's my question. Are there people that are putting code in there and fucked up shit for just memes, just to get a
it's
laugh
possible,
out of it, or are they actually trying to do some
I can't imagine
Why
all
would
of them
you
are real,
have-
but the sheer amount of channels and videos that are being uploaded to fucking YouTube Kids platform is so much that there's no way that the whole thing is a troll.
Yeah, why would you do it? Like Elmo cleans out Peppa Pig's diaper or something. Why would that be for laughs? Why would that be for laughs? They're clearly trying to subliminally turn them into freaks or something, fetish freaks. I don't know. But there's always been this. You see like these videos, like these little boys and these little girls are like, I got the new Heelys or something. And then they take off their shoes and shit, and then like there's like this always like this fat retard in the comments. It's like, oh look down here, pretty boy, pretty. There's seriously shit like that all over the place. And I saw these types of comments on Joey's World Tour videos as well.
Really?
Really?
We're into him eating that shit.
What the fuck?
There's videos like that all over fucking YouTube. Like people just eat stuff.
Oh yeah.
There's ASMR videos.
See, and there's also the part where like a lot of people saying that like
People
this is
just
all
freaks.
bullshit. Like you guys are like really making this shit up right now.
Like
but
the pickle eating ASMR. That's weird shit, dude.
Yeah.
see,
I'm gonna deep throat Pickle Rick. Did you see that video?
No.
It's like this fat, like 35-year-old man. He's like, I'm gonna deep throat Pickle Rick, and he shoves it down his throat, and then it lasts like 2 seconds, and then he just gags, and the pickle just shoots out of his mouth.
Oh my god.
my
so but bringing it back to the fucking Elsagate shit, like a lot of people are saying that like it could just be like kids in like other countries. They're just like, you know how they have the auto fucking.
Oh, those Arabian kids love feet. They love Elsa feet.
Well,
Just
you
shake it
know
off.
how like it like predictive text when you use your keyboard, it like predicts the words that you're gonna say.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that it could just be like kids like just hitting those words on like a cell phone and just like commenting that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Which is
a
like
lot.
possible, but I mean it just there's so many that it
Yeah.
just like you start to question it.
And it had to
I don't
start
know.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Like the first person to do that or put that weird code shit in there wasn't doing it as a meme. Like they had to have a reason because
Yeah.
nobody thinks it's funny unless a lot of
Malicious
people are
intent.
doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only funny when H3 makes a video about it.
Yeah. Then all of a sudden everyone's like, "What's all this weird coding shit?" And then that's when some people
But
are
it's
gonna be
been
like, "Oh,
there.
it'll be funny."
It's
if I
been
just
like
do this
H3
shit."
just stumbled upon it. Like it's been there for a while. It's been there for months before H3 uncovered
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so you want to do the Reddit shit right now?
Yeah, do the Reddit.
Okay.
Right on the Reddit shit.
So yeah, like as I was saying, I was on Reddit yesterday, and if you like, Reddit is notorious for being like a really fucked up place, and it kind of is like it for the
totally
most
is.
part. for the most part, it's not that bad. Like it's like good shit. Like it's just people like talking and like doing shit like that.
If you stumble on the dark side of Reddit.
Yeah, like if you wanna find that shit, it's pretty easily accessible to like actually like go through that and shit and find it. But I mean, so there's this thing called Ask Reddit where you could just ask questions, like open-ended questions and shit. Right. So someone asked, what are the 7 wonders of Reddit? Because Reddit is like a whole fucking world in and of itself.
7 wonders of Reddit.
So someone like came up with this fucking list. He's probably been on here for a long time. Jesus. Of just a fuck ton of shit that's happened here. Some of the shit is like thoroughly disgusting. So there's this one thing called Combox.
Oh no.
So basically this fucking here, let me fucking click the thing.
Combox. That's not even a clever name.
It really isn't, dude.
So
Combox.
So someone asked on Ask Reddit, what's your secret that could literally ruin your life if it came out? So one of them is just some story about how some shit happened. I don't know. But the other is a fucking... So this guy, he has a shoebox. And
he comes in
every time he masturbates, he comes in it. And he's had it for like 2 or 3 years.
His room probably smells.
It's not as full as you think it is because I've seen the photos. I'm not gonna show you the photos.
Don't show me photos.
I won't show you the photos.
Well,
because,
maybe he doesn't masturbate.
But it is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but he's right. It probably smells so bad.
It smells awful. Alright, you want me to read it to you? Okay. Well, it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a shoebox, or at least once was, and whenever I masturbate, I come into it. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now, I think, so it has had a fair amount of cum. It smells atrocious, and I tried to burn it once. When I lit it on fire, it was too damp due to the cum that is simply sizzled, and it didn't manage to actually light up. Turns out burning cum smells awful, so I had to spray it with a deodorant body spray just to get the old smell.
Why would you even do this?
Like, would you light your cum on fire? That's
so. Like, why doesn't he just drive to a field and throw it in it and never come back?
I don't know.
Taint the water with it.
Dude, okay, all right. You gotta understand. If you're dumb enough to have a box where you cum in it for like 2 or 3 years straight, dude, like you're not gonna be the most logical person to think like, let me just like throw this out or like, you know,
just why?
And then
what is the like benefit of doing this?
I have no idea. So I saw Cumbox. I'm like, wow, that's some pretty interesting stuff right there. And then right under it is Cumboxers. And I looked at the photo.
Is it like SpongeBob where he made it out of his tears, but his boxers made out of his own jizz?
No. No.
What about this one, Squidward?
I made it with my tears.
I made it with my jizz.
So Cumbox is pretty bad, right? And
yeah,
I saw the photo for Cumbox. Right?
What wonder of Reddit is that? Is that the 5th?
Well, there's like at least like 50 in this list. Look at this shit. Look at all these. And some of the names, it's like, wow.
So wait, Cumboxers, what actually is it? Is it
just let me explain. So I saw Cumbox, right? I'm like, shit, that's some pretty fucked up shit, but it's not that bad. Like, it looks pretty disgusting. He lit it on fire too, so it wasn't. It was
ripe.
It smelled ripe. He ate
Cumboxers, dude. Cumboxers. When you press the link, the photo opens right up, and the article, like the post is down below.
Photo. What does it look like?
Is it just okay?
The photo, dude. So basically,
describe an
extra large pair of boxers, right?
Extra large.
This dude is holding the fucking boxers, and inside of it, it's just all cum, like the whole entire thing. And it's not like fresh cum. It's like
dry,
green, yellow, like brown, like disgustingness. It is so awful.
Now we're getting into some shit that's making me horny. So I think we're gonna stop.
I looked at that shit
like
immediately.
A waxy beehive made out of jizz. That's what it looks like.
And the weird part about it, the guy who made the post wasn't even his. It's his cousin's, and he's holding his cousin's boxers in the photo. Like, you could see him holding them.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
How much did his cousin pay him to hold those
I have no
boxers?
fucking idea. I have no idea what the backstory is, because when I saw that photo, I immediately gagged and then exit out of that shit, because it was awful.
That sounds terrible. What the fuck? Why would you do that? Like
Then right under that is cum omelet. I don't even want to know what
Oh,
that
They come. Why
do you know what a
is it
JO?
1 years
Do you know
old?
what a JO crystal is?
is. No.
No.
It's like this thing. I think it was on Reddit or 4chan or something.
Probably.
That they talked about it in Game Grumps a lot. It's literally a crystal. They talked about it's a crystal that if you jack it with a bro for long enough, the crystal will fucking glow.
What? What the fuck are you
Crazy.
serious?
Look up JO crystal on Reddit. It's fucking,
I'm not gonna do
Yeah, I
that.
really don't want to.
There's a dude with 2 dicks, and
Oh,
everyone.
Yeah, me, Jacob, and Neil Patel were looking at pictures. That's the weirdest shit ever.
Crazy
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
He actually has 2 dicks, completely. Like it's not even faked at all.
There's
He did an
multiple
AMA on it as well.
An AMA.
An Ask Me
Really?
Anything.
There's multiple
Jesus.
people that have that. I
He
don't know.
answered questions about it and shit.
Is it
really
a
multiple
disorder
people?
or is it surgical?
No, it's definitely not surgical. He said he had it since he
It's
was
a
like-
gift from God. That's what it is.
Um,
I could have two banging hookers on.
That's what I'm
each
saying. You
dick.
could have like, you know what I'm saying.
I could
That's
have
what I'm saying.
I could have a cat on each one.
see, and there's like shit like so. There's this
So
famous.
Does that mean you have 4 balls, or is it just
No, it's
2
one
penises?
ball sack, 2 penises.
Okay.
I don't know what the masturbation process is for that.
This.
that actually
It's like
sounds
milking
like
a cow, dude.
that actually sounds like a porn video. 2 dicks,
Shit.
1 ball sack. It's getting
Um,
hot and heavy down here.
And then there's like, so there's shit like there's like vile shit like that, right? Like cum boxers. But then there's things you think that are like normal, but then they turned out to be the most disgusting shit you've ever seen. So there's this one called Doritos. I'm not gonna read it.
Oh,
If you
no.
know what it is, then like, it's awful shit. It's really just terrible shit. And then there's this what? Fuck. I mean, I have to read it now, right?
Yeah, do it, please. I'm actually curious.
Okay, someone else read it though.
I don't want to read it.
I don't want to read it either.
Dylan, you read it.
I'm not fucking reading. All right, I'll read this with my with my silky smooth voice. I'll read
Yeah, I
this.
was gonna say your voice is soothing.
My silky.
You should really like.
This is like this.
Dylan, can
this
you have
story
an
might
ASMR
make you,
channel?
like, throw
can you
up.
Can you make an ASMR channel? I'd really like.
That's what I'm turning my channel into actually.
This shit might make you like gag or throw up for sure.
This actually happened to a lady who's.
This is on 4chan, by the way. It's not Reddit, but like it's famous on Reddit and on 4chan.
At one point, she worked at a convalescent home. Not just for old people either. Just for folks who are little nuts and can take care of themselves. One lady there has this disorder. She thinks everything's a food. As in, she'd eat her dinner and then start trying to eat the napkins. As you can guess, she ended up morbidly obese. She was too fat for the showers, so they had to take her out back and hose her down like an elephant. Brutal! Throwing some horns in there. Jesus Christ. Since she was so fat, she had a lot of rules. They couldn't get everywhere. Now one day, the family friend is making her rounds up the complex and was stopped by the student in a wheelchair.
Get
He
ready.
mumbles something at her. Bitch stole my Doritos. What? That fat lady stole my Doritos and she won't give them back. Okay, calm down. I'll get your chips back for you. She goes into the fat lady's room, just in there with the chips and nothing else. Buck naked, with her legs spread. There's this thick, almost gelatinous discharge. Oh my god! In the fat lady's vagina. And she's dipping the chips and eating it. With that cheese drip on pizza's stretch effect. She apparently had this big smile as it dripped down her chin. This concludes this reading.
That was fucking awful, right?
No.
Like
Why?
that.
Why? Okay.
Bitch stole my Doritos.
And that everyone knows that story on Reddit or 4chan as just the
Oh.
Doritos story.
That's probably not even fucking real, dude.
No, it is real. That's the crazy part about
Show
it. It
me a
definitely is real.
picture then.
No.
It's fucking no,
Could you
but think
find
about that.
one? Don't-
It's so absurd that it has to be real. Like, there's no fucking way.
Do you hear the shit
There's
I
certain
speak out of my
minds.
mouth every day? Do you hear that shit I talk about? The thing with me is like I get real loopy when I'm tired, and like I had class last year with Jagjit, last block. It was right after lunch. We have a block schedule, so the classes are like an 84-minute long class.
Talking talks. Actually, no, it's kind of good.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. But anyway, I'd eat something and I'd be really tired afterwards because
Nap.
I want to go sleep. And then I'd go to Italian class, and then I'd just like be speaking nonsense, making myself laugh to Jug. I'd just be like,
Yeah, he would
rhyming
like.
and
So
shit.
the our teacher just gives us like worksheets and shit to do, but we get to work as partners, and we can choose whoever we want.
So you and Dylan. Every
So
time.
it's me and Dylan every time, and we just fucking he'll say some weird shit. I'll be like, Dylan, what the fuck did you just say? And he'll just say some weird shit, and then all of a sudden just start laughing. And I just sit there laughing because he's laughing. That's the only reason I laugh. But just weird shit, dude. It was
like,
a good
what
class.
would you say?
I said,
Fuck, I don't even remember, to be honest. Like,
I said I made this Freddy Krueger thing with Osama. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, Osama bin Laden's at your door.
Oh,
and
fuck.
I made myself laugh or something, and I'd like laugh like a fucking maniac. And then I turned
Like,
around.
we just do like weird voices and shit. Like we're on like the fucking Simpsons or something, and then we just start laughing like crazy.
Yeah, and then I turn around with my hands in my head like the fucking Joker, like laughing like like laughing like a fucking madman.
Yeah,
Gee,
everyone in our class thinks we're fucking autistic or like crazy or some shit because of like how much we just sit there and laugh to ourselves. Because we sit in the very corner of the room, right, like back right. So like we sit there alone and we just sit there and fucking laugh the whole time. So like we're either like stoned or like crazy or autistic or some shit.
But that's the problem. Like me at like 3 a.m, I'm just there's no filter on what I say. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, that's what we had the idea, or CJ, right? CJ had the idea of making a gaming channel called
that's
After
right.
8:30.
That was
Oh,
the
that's
Because-
actually not that bad of an idea.
Yeah, because after 8:30, shit goes
get
ballistic
real
in our
crazy
Xbox
after 8:30.
parties.
Yeah, I
but
know,
the
I've
problem
been
is
in
we don't
it
have
before.
anything to play anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, new games are
That
gonna
was like
come
a
out.
year ago. No, that was actually like 2 years. I
2
don't
years
remember.
ago. A year
It was
and a half?
a while ago.
When the Division was like in its prime.
Yeah, and we used to like, and for some reason normally, I mean the meme was because of that SpongeBob shit where they're like, oh things get real crazy after 8:30, but it was actually kind of true.
Yeah, but no,
Like,
that's
our
exactly
parties
what
would get
happened. We
really
would just start
fucky
getting
after 8:30.
autistic after 8:30, and it's not even that late. Like
Yeah, I was
8:30 is
fucking.
not-
I was there. I was present in those parties. Like
Yeah.
some of those parties were back when I used to record Minecraft
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Rainbow
yeah,
Six and shit.
Yeah. And that was like, but like it would go from like 8:30
Till like
to
1, 2 in the morning.
I couldn't edit it. I couldn't do it anymore, man. You can't decipher anything. From
We
this
made it to
conversation.
3 like
Yeah,
a couple
that's-
times, I
That's
think.
the problem. No, but I've already told you guys about that Nick Rage and that one Rainbow thing. That's still my
Yeah, I already-
favorite
yeah.
moment that any of you guys have recorded ever. It was amazing.
They
and I
just
loved
hate
it.
Jacob. They hate him with a passion.
they hate Nick.
scream. No, but Nick.
Oh,
and
Nick
C-
hates Jacob.
Nick
yeah.
and Nick and CJ. They
Hate
just
Jacob.
scream.
Oh,
at Jacob.
yeah.
Jacob.
Well, because Jacob knows how to tick them off.
No,
Yeah,
in one
Jacob
in one video,
knows how to pull their-
in one
push their
video,
buttons.
he killed CJ like every round. Friendly fired CJ and killed him. And CJ was like, "Jacob, I'm sick of your shit." And then like that CJ like yeah.
That's CJ.
CJ, like, he's on the verge of, like, speaking tongues when he's, like,
I know.
fucking, like, when
See,
he's pissed. He's
okay.
like, Jacob, I'm sick of your shit.
The thing
Jacob.
about
Quelton, get out of here.
CJ is that he can get pissed off really easily, and especially by Jacob. And also, he just doesn't like Jacob for like really no good reason. And then also,
No, I mean, there's a couple of reasons, but
Well,
yeah.
Jacob can be an obnoxious prick to them sometimes.
Jacob knows really how to fucking piss Nick off too.
Oh,
So
yes.
it just gets bad. And Jacob finds it really funny when either of them
Yeah.
are angry.
It is pretty funny.
I mean,
though.
it is funny though.
Yeah, you said it yourself. It's
Like
probably
I
one
would
of
say
the best
80%
moments.
of the time on Xbox, CJ has Jacob blocked.
Out of that
Dude,
phase,
yeah.
out of that phase of my channel, I think that was probably one of the best, best videos I've had. Where like the seed, like that one Siege video when we had like 10 people in the party and we were talking about Mario and
Oh yeah.
It gets
Bling Bling Boy and all that shit.
Well,
fucking bling boy time.
potato. You remember Potato Day?
Oh yeah,
January
that was
15th.
that was after 8:30.
That's January.
What
Yeah, that was.
You
happened?
had that mark.
What's
Yeah, of
potato?
course I have that
What
mark,
the
yeah.
fuck's
That's
Potato Day? What are you talking
Oh
about?
my fuck! It was.
It's
that
on
was-
MLK. Oh, that's why we were able to stay up so late.
Oh,
'Cause it was- yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was gonna say, wait, okay. that makes
Potato.
sense.
Explain.
All right, so Potato Day.
This was the most autistic.
What was it? I don't even remember what the fuck it
We were
was.
playing gun game torture.
Oh, yeah.
I think Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3.
No, Black Ops 2.
Black
Or-
Ops 2? Maybe Black.
No,
I
it
don't
was
know.
Black Ops 3. I think you're right.
It was either Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3. I mean, both the games were out at the time. It was only like a year.
No, it was Black Ops 3 because we were playing on the 1, and Black Ops
Yeah.
2 was in.
I used to play. I used to
Black Ops 2
play.
had one.
But I don't think it was back then. We were
Okay,
complaining that it wasn't.
Well, I used to play
that's
Black
right,
Ops 2 and Halo with you guys on Xbox 360.
yeah.
I used to do that. I used to
No,
play
but
zombies.
this is different.
Yeah, well, first of all,
Right.
you're right. Black Ops 2 wasn't even backwards compatible yet. But we were playing Gun Game Torture, and sure enough, it's after 8:30. Do you know what Gun Game Torture is?
No.
Okay,
I bet it was
it's
fucking
Gun Game.
torture
You know what
though.
Gun Game is, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, but except the difference
I'm a
is
gamer.
every single time that someone knifes you, instead of sending you back one gun,
Oh,
it sends
I
you
know.
back 10
Yeah, I know.
guns.
Yeah, I know what that
So
is.
it's like those games go on for fucking forever.
So let me
for
get-
hours.
you were up all night
We
doing
literally-
that. You were up all night doing that, wasn't that?
We would all pause the game, go eat dinner, and then fucking come back just to go play. Because they would go so long. It's like longer than fucking Monopoly.
They were the most pissy games that you could like get into. People would get so
Oh,
angry
people would
at
get
these
triggered
games.
like crazy.
Because
Jesus.
it was the amount of time someone's one gun off, and then everyone's like, "Oh, target him!"
Yeah,
fucking
everyone,
knife him."
because like someone's like 190, like 190 points, and then we're like, wait, who's bottom left, guys? Who's bottom left? And then everyone's
kill
like, it's Nick, and then
Stab
we all
him!
fucking go kill him.
Stab him! Kill him!
Everyone knifes him,
So
even if he's
anyway.
at 0. We'll
What, you
still
pull like a
knife him.
fucking Alex Jones, dude? Oh, the goal was stab him! Kill him!
Exactly. That's exactly
But
what
like,
it was.
I don't know how it even started, really.
I don't remember. I think it was me, you, and Adam,
It was
right?
me, you, and Adam.
Yeah.
And
Adam
we
Abner, by the
started
way.
getting on this
Oh.
weird potato thing. Wait, let me. We were
We just
making
got obsessed with
we were
fucking
making potato
potatoes.
puns or
How
something.
late was this, by
There
the
was-
way? How late was
Oh,
this?
no,
it
this was like
it was
probably
pretty late.
11.
It started. I think the game.
It didn't even
started
start. Well, it didn't. Well, the potato thing didn't even
start
start.
till way later on.
No, it didn't start. It started before Potato Day was actually established.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember.
yeah,
yeah, no.
Day's the most awesome.
Yeah, that was January 15th.
Oh my God.
And but the best part was because me, you, and Adam at that point had stopped taking it serious. We were just
Yeah,
knifing
we were just
people.
fucking around, just knifing
We
people
were
at
just
that
knifing
point.
people,
Yeah.
and every single time we'd kill people, and not even killing people, we make these fucking weird ass potato mood puns that scream
yeah.
like potatoes and
Yeah.
shit in different accents.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
And like Nick and everyone else that was playing was just so pissed off, and it was the funniest.
That is
thing.
one of the. I think that is definitely one of the reasons that Nick stopped playing Gun Game Torture with us.
Yeah.
Because we just kept fucking around with him.
Kept torturing him.
Yeah.
That's why it's called gun game torture.
Yeah, because I mean,
For the
well,
people
one,
that care,
one,
it's torture.
well, it's torture with us for a very different reason, and that is Potato Day.
Yeah,
and
if I was
every
fucking
other
there,
shit
it'd be
we do
torture
every
for me to fucking edit that shit. Jesus
Oh yeah,
Christ.
it's
Well, yeah, I
that
still
was so
haven't
funny,
even
though.
released
Oh
the
my
Purple Planet shit yet. I still haven't edited that yet.
Oh, he doesn't
Purple
play Purple
Planet.
Planet. Dora
Oh,
the Explorer.
Because you know, like the meme from Soy where he screamed, "I'm
Yeah.
playing Purple."
Yeah,
Planet."
yeah.
We wanted to do a Let's Play Purple Planet. Jacob's like 100%.
That's an actual game, by the way.
Yeah,
I know,
it's
I remember.
yeah, Jacob's like 100% Purple Planet. We're gonna do it. And like after like the first 2 sessions of us playing the game, he's like, I don't want to play this shit anymore.
Because, dude, it's like
It's
so
so
it's
stupid.
awful. It's such a
It's
terrible.
so
What you guys expect?
Well,
stupid.
dude, come on. Well,
No,
We're
but we
like-
expected this little like beat it in an hour kitty game. But no, like I thought we just got Earth and Purple Planet. No, you have to go to Green Planet, Yellow Planet, Red Planet, and then Purple Planet.
and it's all the same shit at every.
So
planet.
dumb!
You just collect fucking Chaos Emeralds.
yeah, you
and
collect
then you
Chaos
fucking-
Emeralds, and you get the key to the cosmos or
Yeah,
whatever.
and you get the fucking elevator, and then you meet like fucking that.
What was he talking about? Toxic Rick or something? He was talking about Toxic Rick.
Toxic Rick.
Gotta go
Yeah.
meet Toxic
Yeah,
Rick.
you meet Pickle Rick. Pickle
Yeah.
Rick is actually.
Don't
in the
spoil it,
fucking
dude.
game.
I didn't upload it yet. Don't spoil.
Oh, shit.
I don't know whether I don't know whether
No,
to.
I don't think you
pursue-
can upload it though because we didn't even fucking finish
Well,
it.
we finished Green Planet, so I don't know.
You guys.
Because I don't know if we're gonna continue. It was a good idea at the time. It's like, oh, let's just do Let's Plays. But then I was like, I wanted to do Bloodborne with Jacob because Jacob wanted to play Bloodborne.
You have a PS4?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I
you
used
probably
that's
wanted
yeah,
to,
I
like-
used to, yeah, I used
Yeah,
to.
you used to be
That's right. You
honest,
used to
like,
play
with
PS4
him.
all the time. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah. I was playing Bloodborne with Jay. The one part we weren't recording, he made the fucking he made the funniest looking character I've ever seen in my life, and we weren't recording any of it. And,
What
and
did
the
we
minute
name him?
the minute I press the record button, Jacob just goes silent, and I go silent too because I don't know what to do. And we were all burnt out because we were driving around all day. Jagjit was sitting on the couch just like sitting.
I was
around.
just sitting on Reddit and doing, or like
Yeah.
sitting just.
Because that's the
looking
thing. If you're out of it that day, if you have a day of shit and you want to, the last thing you want to do is like talk like. God bless the Game Grumps, man.
Yeah,
like,
man,
how can
they're-
they make it look so easy? doing Let's Play.
There
and
has
shit
to be a
because
certain mood for those kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
I
Well, I
get
think
these-
because they're with their friends all of the time, so
Yeah.
they're always in that mood. So I think
Yeah.
they could just
that's their job. They do that for work.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, I was just doing it to keep myself relevant in the algorithm for the YouTube But I feel like doing the podcast twice a week now. I think that'll like keep me in the algorithm more.
Yeah.
And plus, I have more skits on the way. I'm doing more skits.
Well, skits are not easier to do, but in a sense easier.
They're
to do
more fun because
Yeah, they're more fun to do, yeah.
They're easier for me to pump out because I don't sit on it. Because with gaming shit, I sit on it because I don't want to edit it. I'm like, ugh.
And the thing with gaming shit is like it's horrible if you're not in that mood, because at least with skits you're acting. You don't necessarily
Yeah.
have to be in that mood.
Yeah.
It's all
Right.
like meshed together and it's acting. But like with a gaming video too, if people aren't in that fucking weird ass adrenaline pumped
Yeah.
mood,
Yeah.
then it turns
You
out
you
shitty.
just gotta be like, when you're gaming, you have to be like weird as fuck to
Yeah.
make it enjoyable. I guess.
Like
If
I
any-
get in these moods where I'm just like cracking these fucking retarded ass jokes and laughing at shit.
Exactly.
It's like-
That's how After 8:30 became a thing.
Yeah.
But I just don't want to do the Xbox shit. I don't want to do it. I mean, I would
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
because
I-
the parties are too much. Like back when I used to
Oh,
play
yeah.
PS4 with all of them, it was like a party of 4 or 5 tops. It was me, Alex, Matt, Greg, and Usman, and we just play like GTA or Call of Duty and Zombies or some shit like that. None of it's on because it was cringy as fuck. Now, like looking back on it, it was cringy as fuck. Like we used to speak in like these like gay British accents all the time. Like, ew, blah, blah. It's so cringy. I deleted most of it.
Because you were trying to emulate Vanoss, right?
I used to be a Vanoss clone back in the day, believe it or not. That was my initial inspiration. But now I'm like more inspired by like, you know, Tim and Eric Andre, fucking
Oh yeah.
like on more like skit based.
That's what the skits, yeah.
That's that's why I wanted to emulate. Anyway, but like back in the day, it was like, but it was more civilized because it was like it was like 4 or 5 people in a fucking party, 4 or 5 people in a party just playing a game, and we just crack jokes, we just speak nonsense, and Xbox, it's almost completely nonsense because I can't.
yeah.
No, that's exactly what it
Yeah.
is. It's just
10
random
people
bullshit.
apart. No, the PS4. It was foreign to me that it was a foreign idea to me that people just played whatever game they were playing and they'd stay in the party. Back in PS4,
Oh, yeah.
we'd play the same game and be in the same party.
Oh, you guys
In
wouldn't
PS4.
do like a
No.
Like just like a fucking random
everyone
shit
like,
show.
Like
No,
there's
if some-
12
if some-
different games going on, nobody's playing the same thing, but
No.
all of us are just being
Because,
retarded at the
look,
same
if-
time.
if-
It's exactly what we do.
Look, because if it was it was like a meme back in the day. Alex would play Bloodborne or Dark Souls. He didn't want to join the party because he didn't want to ruin the flow or something. He wanted to just do his own thing. That's the thing. If like Matt and Greg were playing GTA and me, Phil Sakala, and Alex were playing Call of Duty or something, we had separate parties.
Really?
Xbox, it's all like, oh,
Well, 'cause-
who's online? Join the party.
Because it's like, no, like I'll be on Reddit,
Yeah.
like on my laptop, and I'll
you're
still
on,
join the
yeah,
fucking
you're on
party.
fucking Reddit.
It doesn't
dude.
matter because
I'm like,
we know that if we join, it's just gonna be a shitstorm.
It's somewhat like
autistic,
honestly,
like,
the reason I join parties on Xbox and stuff is. It's not because necessarily I want to play a game with you guys. It's just because
I wanna fucking
I
talk.
want to talk to you guys.
Yeah, it's
like,
'cause
I'm
it's
lonely
funny.
and bored.
Sometimes I don't want to talk to you guys. Sometimes
Wow,
I just like, I'm sorry.
that's
but
what
I'm
I did
listening-
too. I didn't join
I
the
listen
party
to.
for a
I just
while.
play. I'm sitting back. I'm playing like Star Wars or something.
Well, that's
Playing like
different. Okay, see.
listening to podcasts. Or
If
something.
I have
Listening to
a
Sleepy
game
Cast.
to play that I want to play, sometimes I'll just play that game and listen to music.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
But
was
that's
doing.
these days, I don't really have that much shit
There's
that I
no,
want to
and
play.
yeah, because there's nothing to play right
So
now.
a lot of these days, we'll get on Xbox and we won't even play anything.
Yeah,
We'll
we
just sit
literally
at home
won't.
and
We'll
talk to
sit
each
at
other.
home and just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
It's
That's why I
really
don't.
weird.
I would love to do that shit again. Like, but like if
And that I would say, I mean, I don't know, but that stuff is kind of podcast.
it's
material.
grunge. It's grudge work.
And it also
Yeah,
depends
that's-
who
yeah.
you're playing
Gaming
with.
stuff.
Like
Because I'm
sometimes-
not passionate about it. I just don't find it entertaining
Well,
as much
yeah,
anymore.
that's-
See, the problem is because like the one thing is the people, right? So there are some people who can talk and it'll be good quality content, but there's some people like I'd probably say like Adam and Michael and probably Nick too, maybe, who like you
make it
just
annoying.
really don't want to hear what they have to
Yeah,
say
right.
because I mean it's just like either they're talking about what they're playing or they're just being like cunts. Like
Yeah.
that's basically it. Like
Well, I get that. Well, I get that shit with Jake and Andrew sometimes. Well, it's good when you're playing a game with them because you can go over they know games. They're
yeah,
good
they're good. Yeah,
They know the logistics of the game. But
Right.
if I'm like that was when I was doing the Let's Play of Banjo when I was playing banjo and they're talking about the intricacies of Dark Souls and shit, I'm like,
Right.
this is good, but it has nothing to do with fucking what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I sometimes I refrain from joining the party when like it's just like Jake and Andrew and
I
stuff.
might
Because normally
delete-
they're super involved with what they're playing,
doing,
which
yeah.
is completely fine.
Good.
But it's just like I can't really like I just sit
I
there
might
silently
delete all
and do
those
nothing.
banjo videos. I don't know. I might delete all those because I might just. It's just I don't know. I might just
Be
delete.
like, the parties, this is how they go. Like, you can either be in a party with a bunch of people, or like a few people that it's really not that fun to talk to, because like you said, they're either just talking about their game. Sometimes the best parties are where it's like,
Tim.
maybe you and
Tim
two
makes
or
the
three
party
other
better.
people.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
and it's like, you do a little bit of memeing, but you actually get into some good conversations.
That's manageable. Yeah,
and
that's
that's
what I wanted
That's
the
what
Let's
we
Play
played.
shit
That's
to do
what we
at
did
first.
during
Like,
Minecraft.
Yeah, when it
Yeah.
was, if it's like me, you, Jacob,
And Tim.
yeah, and Tim. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And Tim keeps the flow of the conversation going.
Yeah.
But he has
And
that's
Jacob,
like, he has a
too.
gift with that shit. He
Yeah.
has a gift with it.
But then there's also, there has never been a party of all of us where it's like comprehensible.
Oh, yeah, no,
like,
it's
if
all-
everybody's in the party. There's no way. It's
If
like,
you just
it's
scrub-
There's
Scroll.
never been a time where everyone is playing the same game. Like
If you-
it's always
yeah.
like even like 5 dudes could be playing GTA, but then one person's like playing Overwatch or
Yeah,
like Dark Souls
yeah,
or
that's
some
the
shit.
thing.
And that's why it always gets so like stupid.
That's the shit that happens with Minecraft. We did Minecraft Zombies, right? The Angels of Death from Middle East, that part. It was drowned out by Adam and Rob playing Overwatch. So I had to get George's audio. I had to splice it with my audio. I had to put pictures in it too. It was
It turned out pretty well though.
It did turn out pretty well. The picture part, it came out pretty well. But like, yeah, with gaming, I feel like I just didn't want to go that extra mile with the gaming stuff.
Yeah. Honestly, and like it's so tedious, like you said.
It is so tedious.
So
Like, look what happened to George. He doesn't upload. George doesn't upload.
George
anymore.
has. I had a feeling that would happen with George because it happened with me when I first
It's
started.
definitely
uploading stuff.
discouraging. It's very discouraging because
Oh, yeah.
with the YouTube landscape now, you can't make it anyway. Like
Oh, no.
he only has 30. Like when I back in the day with me, I was like the Vanoss clone. I was making Call of Duty videos every fucking day of the week. Like literally, it was like a Call of Duty video or a GTA video, like every other day or every week. Literally that, and
Yeah.
I would be raking in views. I think I got like 100 in my first year. I think it was less than that, but I don't know. Anyway, but still, like it's just it's so much of a worse environment on YouTube now. Like it's so much harder.
Yeah, I know. Because George actually like put out some good stuff. It's just
He
that
does, yeah.
You can't.
You can't.
And I think that's like that is the thing with him. It's kind of discouraging. Like I feel like if George was getting a lot of views, then he would have
Hell
like
yeah,
a reason to like keep
And
uploading.
that
but nothing's
goes right.
happening, so he's like, this is kind of pointless.
Yeah. Let's talk about one more topic to wrap up the day, because this will go out on Wednesday, which is the 4th.
How long? What is? Has it been an hour?
It's been more than an hour. Let's just bring it home with this 4th of July shit. All right?
4th of
Because
July. I
4th of
gotta work
July?
on the 4th of July.
really,
Oh, that sucks.
you work at MJ's, right? You work at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, but don't you have to be 18 to be
I'm not a server.
Oh, you're
I don't
not?
serve alcohol.
Oh.
I only bring food to people. I mean, I clean up alcohol after all the drunks fucking throw the shit all over the tables. But
Yeah. They made it legal to sell fireworks in Jersey now.
oh yeah, that's
I
right.
Yeah.
see these stands all over the place, like these.
I went to Costco yesterday. Dude, the fucking like sheer amount of fireworks they could fit in a box is ridiculous.
It's crazy.
There was a box that's like probably 3/4 of this table big. Just filled with fucking fireworks.
It's just filled with them. There's so many, like I see so
Crazy.
many stands pop up.
Yeah.
There's so many, like I saw one by the
People are
ShopRite.
just-
There's one by
Yeah,
the
ShopRite,
mall.
yeah.
I saw 2 by the mall. They're like these 2 long tents. Look like they're fucking tailgating at the mall or some shit with these fireworks. God, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think people are just jumping on the bandwagon now. It's,
Well, I
it's
mean-
legal. I mean, I can't blame
We're
them.
gonna buy it,
Yeah.
so.
Well, they have them stockpiled in Pennsylvania. The thing with Pennsylvania is you can buy them, but you can't shoot them off in Pennsylvania.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's weird.
What?
You have
Wait,
to
you
have-
can't shoot them off in
You have
Pennsylvania?
to have like permits and licenses.
You,
and
that's
all
so weird because
That's so
it
backwards
used to
in
be.
Jersey.
Yeah, that's
If you get them, if you
opposite.
get your hands on them in New Jersey, you could shoot them off anywhere.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see them.
Yeah.
You see them with sparklers and shit. You see like people down at the shore just shooting them off whenever the fuck they want.
That
Yeah,
was
it
the
could be
whole
like
thing.
fucking crowded as shit.
Yeah,
That's
last
so
week,
silly.
for no fucking reason, I just heard fireworks outside
Yeah,
of my
me
door.
too. Me too.
Like,
I
no
saw.
reason.
I was driving home from like fucking.
It could have
Edison
been.
or
It could have
some
been the
shit.
fair. It could have been the fair
Oh,
too.
yeah,
It
yeah.
could
No,
have
but
been,
a
like,
lot of the
immaculate
times,
fair.
like,
it's just like weird shit. Like I'll be playing Xbox in my room or something,
It's
and
your
it's like 11
gunshots
o'clock
outside.
at night,
What
and
the
it's
fuck is somebody shooting my
it's
house?
like February. It's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's like
and all of a sudden I just
freezing
hear boom, boom. Like what is that? Then you open your window. It's like your neighbor's just launching fireworks. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
The guy across the street from me was launching fireworks like 3 months ago for some fucking reason.
Why?
I don't know why. It's weird. Like,
Well, the only thing that it's like reasonable during the winter is the Wally.
yeah.
Because that they
You see, yeah, I hear. It's like
in
it's like,
November and October they do them a lot
it
because
sounds like fucking the trenches in France.
Yeah,
These are
exactly.
explosions and
Yeah,
shit. Jesus.
because everyone does it. Even we do it.
There's flashes going
Fucking
by your
awesome.
window. Like, oh my god, it's the Koreans finally come kill all of us. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Well.
yeah.
I'm giving Dylan the look.
But the fucking 4th of July, fucking fireworks and shit. It is
What are
insane.
you guys gonna do for the 4th of July?
I'm going down to Long Branch probably.
I might go with him. I'm not going.
Jug might go with me.
Oh, that's pretty.
But I was gonna ask you the same question, but you're working.
I'm working.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're joining fun employment.
Hell yeah.
We're broke.
I might-
I owe my
Really? I know. I can't.
Okay.
I owe my
gotta make
mom.
money, but
I owe my
I was
mom.
like, you better not fucking quit.
I owe my mom $600 in fucking car insurance payments, dude. I'm just rolling in it.
Wait, actually?
Yeah.
See, I'm lucky. I make all this money, but all car payments except for gas are gonna be paid for.
Well, I have money for gas. I have money to the moon for gas. I can't just pay. Because the insurance are like $230 a month. These insurance, I can't make those payments being
Then
unemployed.
Why doesn't your
I
mom
can't.
pay for it?
She does.
Oh, then
She has a running tab for me though. At least she
Oh,
says
so
Oh,
she.
so you gotta pay her back.
I gotta pay her back.
Oh, dude, you're fucked, dude.
I am straight fucked.
Oh, dude, you're fucked.
You better get like an actual. Like,
Is she gonna
office
do
job.
like? Is she gonna make you pay that whole thing in one lump sum or what?
I don't know. Or maybe she just
Because
might
that'll
pull.
be fucked.
She might just pull something like, "Oh, I'm nice. I'm your mom. I'm gonna pay for it. I don't care.
I'm not. See,
gonna-
I don't have to pay. Are you gonna have to pay for
I don't
your
think so,
insurance?
no.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna pay for
Yeah,
insurance.
fuck that, dude. I'm not paying insurance. I'll pay for gas for sure.
Especially insurance for us guys. We are like
See, the problem
most,
is-
we get the highest insurance.
The car I'm
Young
supposed to
male
get,
driver.
New Jersey.
the car I'm supposed to get is the engine is fucked right now. Like it has to be replaced like completely, and that's gonna be like $3,000 already. Which is
Are you
really
paying for
annoying.
that?
No, fuck no.
Okay.
I'm not paying
I was
for
gonna
that.
say.
My dad's paying for it, and then he's probably gonna give me the car, and then they're gonna get a new one. But
My grandfather's buying me a car. He was supposed to buy me like
shit.
a month ago, but
What are you getting?
I don't know, some type of Honda.
Good.
Honda Civic. I want.
Hondas are good, man. They get a bad rap, but they're good cars. They're
Civics.
reliable.
I've heard Civics are the most stolen though.
Civics, really?
Oh yeah, no, I heard that too.
They're the most. They're stolen the most by people.
Oh, really?
Well,
I didn't
no,
know
I'm
that.
just not
They're
gonna drive down to like fucking Newark or Camden or some shit unless I want to die.
Well, you know
Get my
about them
car
car thieves in Monroe.
Monroe
Central-
Township, dude. That's-
Central Jersey.
Yeah, dude. Car thievery all around, dude.
Find where we live. Kill all of us, please. Send anthrax in my mailbox. My PO
Send
box.
some cyanide pills.
My PO box is Doofenshmirtz, even incorporated 1-800-rocketpower.com. That's my PO box. Send me anthrax. Send me dildos. Send me shit in the mail.
cum boxers.
Fuck's
Oh,
sake. Let's tie it back with one. Because for the it's time to be a patriot. It's time to be a true patriot. Let's talk about Trump real quick. Let's talk about Trump. Because
Patriot.
they give Trump a lot of shit. A lot of unwarranted shit.
Really?
You see the shit that's going on at the border right now?
Mhm.
They're blaming it all on Trump. It's going on. It's been going on when Obama's been in office too. You see these pictures of the, but they're stockpiled. You see the men are in one gymnasium,
Right.
women are in the other with the children, in one gymnasium. It's but they're just pressed in there like sardines, like fucking.
Yeah, that's
It
crazy.
sucks. It's terrible. But why doesn't Congress just change anything? Because the left want to make Trump look like an asshole, so they're not going to change it. That's the same thing with the gun shit too. They're blaming Trump for the guns. They're blaming Trump. He just did all this shit with North Korea. The first time they made good relations was somewhat not bad relations with North Korea.
Well, the what they're finding is now is that so they're saying that they're gonna denuclearize, like it's official that they're gonna do it, but like the satellites are apparently finding that like they're just ramping it up even more, like they're just making more bombs apparently.
true?
Yeah. I saw it on Reddit. I don't know if it's true, but I get a lot of my news from Reddit,
Tisk,
and they
tisk,
try and use this.
tisk.
very credible sources. They try at least, and apparently like they're just finding more and more bombs. Like they're just making more of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Bombs, more fireworks to light at your 4th of July party this weekend. That's gonna be it for this podcast today,
North Koreans
folks.
are gonna have quite a 4th of fucking July for us.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking launch into Hawaii, to California, and launch those hippies back into the ocean. All right, this has been kind of a podcast. I've been your lovely host, Dylan Murphdog, and my guests were.
Jug.
God damn it, Brandon. God
Phil.
damn it.
Phil.
Phil?
Yeah.
All right, Philip to Frank. All right. This has been the podcast. We'll see you on Saturday.
I love you guys. My email is